hako imisi yose baza batwica nibaze abanyene bazi yuko bashigikiye iki kiringo ibi turiko turahakana badushigikiye bazi yuko twebwe imisi yose tubaguma batwica nk'ubwo agashinyaguru.
They come and they take people. If you are not in the political, which is on the power, you are taken.
So we're on the way right now to a neighborhood called Butarere. It's a major opposition neighborhood. The FNL, which is one of the main parties competing with the president, has a lot of support here. We were just told that there's a protest about to start. This is a major act of defiance. The city's been really, really quiet the past few days because there's such a level of fear that any sort of, disagreement expressed with the ruling party is going to be met with, killings, arrest, and things of that nature. Oh, gunshots. We're hearing sporadic gunshots. We're being told not to enter by both the police and military and by a local journalist we're working with because he's afraid that there's going to be a lot more shots fired. Today's the last possible day. Many assume that if there was going to be a delay in the presidential elections, it would be announced. We're told by one of the police officers here that yesterday the intelligence agency raided the neighborhood and took away a protester, and right now the protesters are acting out their anger. He also told the local journalists we're working with that the protests are organized by white people and that if they saw us with the protesters, they would, quote, know what to do. So we're sort of at a loss right now for how much closer we can get and how we can proceed while still staying safe. Is it scary for you just to be here? We know that most journalists in Burundi have left the country, they fled.
No, I'm not scared. No, not at all.
But it's hard to do your job, yes?
C'est dur parce que chaque fois on peut s'attendre, quand on est sur terrain, on peut s'attendre qu'on reçoive une balle en pleine tête, mais on essaie quand même d'aller sur terrain malgré tout.
Seems like things are mostly coming down here. There's a big contingency of police coming this way. They're making people clear the roadblocks, and we haven't heard any gunshots in a while, so I think this is mostly... Oh, shit. Maybe not. If something is happening, it's down in the side streets where most of the action tends to happen. But we gotta try to find a way to get closer. The streets are completely shut down. Police drove past us, pulled up. Everyone took off running. There's such a high level of fear in the opposition neighborhoods right now. And there's police everywhere. Gunshots. You're used to this in this neighborhood now. You're not afraid.
Yeah, I said that I'm not afraid because really we are accustomed to see or to hear what is always happening. Like they always shoot on us without any reason. They come and they take people. If you are not in the political, which is on the power, you are taken. Maybe because of your opinions, which are against those who are on power.
And then what do you want to see happen? Do you want to see an election? Do you want to see Nkurunziza run for a third term? Or do you want new candidates?
What we may say about the third term of our president, we don't need it. Because as you see, things are not good. There are always people die. There is no development in Burundi. People always die. Even a student, you finish your studies and you don't get even a job.
There's no opportunity.
Yeah, that is it.
Mm-hmm. Is this something that happens a lot in this neighborhood, or that's been happening a lot the past few weeks? Them taking a young man who's in the opposition?
Yego cyane barakunze kuza kubatwara. Barashobora kuza bakiyadukiza ari nk'uri mu mugambwe wegamiye leta uri ku butegetsi CNDD-FDD akaza azananye n'abapolisi bakaza bagashika bafata uri mu mugambwe wo muri FNL kanaka basha bamufata bakamutwara ko nyene birakunze kuba ngaha muri commune Buterere no kubica barabica kubica bishitse barabica hari abamaze gupfa kubera ibinyene
hako imisi yose baza batwica nibaze abanyene bazi yuko bashigikiye iki kiringo ibi turiko turahakana badushigikiye bazi yuko twebwe imisi yose tuguma twica nk'ubwo agashinyaguro nibaduhereze ibikoresho twese dukore kubera iki abo onye kungene ariko arabikoresha ibikoresho suko byoba babikoresha mu mwanya wavyo ariko babikoresha mu kutumara kandi ni nkoza zaguzwe n'abanyagihugu sasa kuri ibyo turasavye amakungu yoba ariko aratwumva aduhereze natwe ibikoresho dukore hanyuma turabe yuko natwe tuzotsinda uzotsindwa azopfe apfire ku rugamba ako dupfira mu banyagihugu dupfira mu bana nk'imbere kirazira nibaduhereze ibikoresho hanyuma twese dukore atari uko urabona yuko nayo makungu atace ariko aradushigikira ahubwo twovuga ati ariko ashigikira aba ariko aratwica.
It's a really strange atmosphere here in Bujumbura. You have protests like that kick off every once in a while. Now it's quite quiet. That's a rarity. But there's all this sort of tension in the air. No one knows what to expect in the coming days. There's rumors of attacks. But most of the city's just functioning as normal. And everyone's just sort of waiting with bated breath for this election on July 15th.